The pleasure of not one, but both of Ryan brothers at the same time. An embarrassment of riches.
We were hoping you'd look at it that way. May we come in?
Would you take no for an answer, Frank?
I'd rather not.
Oh, I heard about Kim's movie. Sounds exciting.
I'm hoping it'll be a positive experience for us.
I do, too.
Look as though you've fully recovered.
Very close.
I'm glad. I mean it. All right, what's all of this about? I don't have a lot of time.
Well, then I'll get right to the point.
Good.
We heard you were still feeling hurt. And we just wanted to let you know that the feeling is not mutual.
Ah, but then why should it be? More to the point, why should I care how either one of you are feeling?
Because we've been friends.
We were hoping you'd give us a chance to make peace.
Why should I give you a chance, Frank? I mean, when did you give me a chance? I told you what was at stake for me when I begged you to hand that tape over to me. Did you think about our friendship then?
Ray, that tape was part of Amanda's medical record.
Yes, and it should have remained confidential, shouldn't it? However, you chose to tell your brother everything that was on it so he could barge into the Kirkland household and give Patsy Kirkland exactly the weapon she needed to blackmail Kirk for the rest of his life. And then when I begged you not to say anything more, did you give me a chance? No. So you interfered in something that was none of your business.
Ray, I thought at that time that Hollis Kirkland had put my brother in the intensive care unit. I wasn't even sure that Pat was going to live. Now, I'm sorry if you still feel that you could have made a life with a man like that. I honestly think you'll thank me someday.
Oh, don't. You don't know what you're talking about. Everything's so cut and dried with you, Frank, so black and white. I couldn't expect you to understand in a million years what you took away from me.
I don't think this is going to work.
So much for easy charm.
Well, it's not always infallible. I've been trying to tell you that.
Yeah.
Must say it's lost on me. Why don't you boys take your vaudeville act someplace else,
Ray, I could remind you that you are responsible for my having to resign my Senate seat, and you owe me at least a hearing.
I don't owe you one thing. Anything I did to you, I've paid for it in full.
If that means we're even, why not let's start over fresh.
And give you my political support? Why, Frank? Is that why you're really here?
No, I don't expect you to give me your support. But I'd appreciate it if you didn't oppose me.
On a cold day in hell.
Come on, Ray. You know I'm going to be the best candidate for both the party and Riverside.
In fact, you should know that better than anybody, Ray.
Oh, yes, I should know more than anyone else about your political ambitions. However, unfortunately, ambition and ability don't always go hand in hand.
Frank has proven his ability.
Now, there, Patrick, is where I have to disagree with you, because, you see, I think that Frank Ryan has a number of shortcomings which prevent him from being an effective anything.
Care to enlighten us?
He does not understand loyalty. He has no compassion, and he certainly is incapable of compromise. Now, as far as I see, that makes him ineligible for a major political career.
Well, if you really think that, then naturally you should not support me. So remain neutral.
However, I do have a civic responsibility to my newspaper readers, my television viewers, to point out those shortcomings to them also, and to see to it that any of my editorial writers do exactly the same to the best of their abilities.
Come on, Ray, tell us what you really think.
If you manage to get your party's nomination, I will use all of my resources at my disposal to oppose you.
I'm awfully sorry to hear you say that, Ray. Because I know how much you enjoy being on the winning team.
I will see to it that I am.
I will see to it that you are not. I'm going to Congress with or without your help.
So, if you change your mind, Ray...
I won't.
Okay, it's your choice. Who knows? Maybe it's for the best. Maybe your opposition will actually do me more good than your silence would have. Thanks for your time, Ray.
Oh, well, that is strange. I'm not married.
That was tactless of me. Please forgive me.
But I could tell that you meant it as a compliment.
Oh. Is she a politician?
I'm not sure yet.
If she isn't, she ought to be. No, I suppose Mary was on my mind because of all the rumors I've heard about her brother. I remember when he was running for city council. Mary was a one-woman political organization.
She sure was. Hank, what would you say if I told you there was substance to those rumors? Frank Ryan is planning to run for public office again.
Well, I'd say if Frank could keep his nose clean this time, present himself without a whiff of scandal, I'd say it would be a blessing for the party and the community.
But you have reservations.
No. Not about the man himself. No, it broke my heart when he was set up and forced to resign.
Then you'd support him.
Well, if anyone deserves a second chance, it's Frank Ryan.
You think the voters in Riverside know that?
Oh, yes, I'm sure they do. But make no mistake about this. Despite the fact that he was cleared of influence peddling, Frank will have to run as Simon Pure this time. Can he do that?
I think he can.
Well, the wrong bedfellows, politically or otherwise, could finish him off.
He knows that. Hank, what do you have?
Well, what I'd like is a double bourbon on the rocks, but for now, I think I'd better make it club soda.
With a twist?
Why not? Live it up, hmm? Frank's parents must be pleased.
Oh, they are. And they're going to be awfully glad to know he has your support. Now, this gentleman can deliver 12 votes in a district with only 10 registered voters.
Trained in Chicago, I presume.
I trained them. Does she know we're joking?
Oh, of course. Oh, I think Jack Finelli would be exposing you in his columns, not introducing you as a friend if there were the slightest suspicion of your integrity.
I should have said, Hank knows how to get the vote out, and the right one.
If you two charming people will excuse me, I think I'd better get some air.
Of course. Shall I come with you?
Oh, no, I'm all right.
Oh!
Move that table away. Give me some room. See if there's a doctor here.
What's wrong?
I don't know yet.
No pulse. Riverside Emergency Hospital, get an ambulance.